best thing I learned since I've been home was the kind of like keep my business to myself, keep my dreams, keep my aspirations to myself, because usually every time I say something to somebody, they always got something to say like, man, why would you dream like that, or why that's not going to happen, or this never happened to this person. So they downplay it before it even start. So the best advice that I got from being home was just to keep my thoughts and my dreams to myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm chasing an empty dream because I spend so much money building my brand. I'm talking about going broke. And we all know that, like, when you chasing something, it always comes with the price of money. So at times it feel like I'm chasing an empty dream, man. I'm talking about I'm going broke. I'm talking about I'm standing in the cold. I'm talking about I'm sleeping in cars. I'm talking about having disagreements with my family, beefing with my friends about just trying to establish myself in the industry. And with that being said, sometimes I be like, man, this shit ain't never gonna pay off. But I know that as long as I keep going, it's gonna be light at the end of the tunnel. So at times I do feel like I'm chasing an empty dream until I realize, like, what I had got accomplished, some people haven't got accomplished in years. So I would say that the hardest part of staying focused is all the fuck shit that goes on, right? You got so many people trying to bring you down because of where you at in life, right? Misery loves company. I know a lot of people heard that saying. So every time that I'm trying to build up, it's like people trying to tear you down. Oh man, you ain't gonna make it, or that don't sound right. And it's like constructive criticism just turned into hate because they see what you're doing. And it hurts you when it comes from people that's in your circle, in your media circle, even family, bringing you down. I had a family member one time say, yeah, your fall gonna come soon. You think you too Hollywood. And I'm like, how could you feel like that towards me, a person that come from nothing? Like, I literally come from nothing, you know, growing up without no mother and no father being there for me. And so for somebody to say, your life gonna come crashing down because you think you so Hollywood, I believe I deserve everything I got because I come from nothing. A lot of hate come from where I'm from, right? I come from a small place called Harford County. I don't even know nobody that probably don't even know it, right? A small place called Edgewood, Maryland. At times it feel like people support me, and then at times I feel like people just waiting on my downfall. But I don't even really pay that no mind because I took a vision and I took it global. And when I mean global, I'm not just talking about from different states. I'm talking about country-wise, through the whole country. People know me across the world. So I don't really even care about the hate that I get from my own town, right? Because it's so covered up so much that it's like, bro, we support you, bro, keep going. But the whole time they like, yeah, he gonna trip and fall and I can't wait till he fall. And it hurt at times because you like, man, I'm doing this not just for yourself, but you doing this for your community. You trying to pull people out the trenches, you know. So when you see people that don't really want to see you win, it really hurts you inside. The best thing I learned since I've been home was from prison is patience. I did a lot of dumb things, right? I misused my finances. I was moving fast on situations. I blew opportunities because I didn't have the money. Because I wanted to do things quick, fast, in a hurry, right? I remember paying thousands of dollars for shows to open up for rappers and stuff like that. And I had better opportunities come, but financially I wasn't in a position to do what I needed to do, because I took that money and I did something that didn't even mean nothing. So I had to take a step back and tell myself, like, stop being in the rush to get nowhere. Be patient with yourself, and other opportunities is going to come your way. So the best advice that I learned while being home after prison was be patient with myself, and opportunity definitely will show, and it definitely will come. My catchphrase, open the window, we out of here. See, a lot of people say, man, where you get that saying from? Open the window, we out of here. A lot of people hear it on my tracks. I got a lot of merch that say it, open the window, we out of here. It basically comes from opportunity, right? Meaning that no matter what, I don't care if the doors is locked. I don't care if you can't get out of the doors, right? Even take the window, right? No matter where you at, take advantage of every opportunity. If we can't go through the door, we're going to go through the window. If we can't go through the window, then we're going to go through the door, right? So no matter where you at, you got to take advantage of every opportunity that you get. A lot of times people are too cool to do things, right? The other day, I was shooting a music video. It was cold outside, but I had my jacket on. I had a mink jacket on, and I had one of my friends, man, named 410 Rick, that I had met a couple months ago, and when I took my jacket off, I gave it to him. I said, man, hold this for me, right? And I realized one thing. At the time, it didn't register to me what I was doing. But then I realized something. I said, damn, we've been working for about an hour, 2 hours. And I looked over, he still had my jacket cuffed in his hand. He never complained about holding the jacket. He never complained about, damn, bro, I had your jacket for an hour. He never complained about, I ain't no sucker. You just gave me a jacket in front of these females and they watching me like I work for you. He never complained about it was cold outside and my hands is cold and I'm holding your jacket. He never complained about, bro, I know it's your time. It just ain't my time right now. In my inner circle, I run a strict program, right? I'm big on loyalty and I'm big on honesty, right? A lot of times people try to cut into me because they see what's going on, right? You see all the gimmicks, you see all the propaganda, you see all of the side conversations, and people try to use tactics to get close to you, because in their mind they like, well, if I can get close to him, I can build opportunity for myself. So I'm always paying attention to what's going around. Like I said about a close friend of mine, he don't have no pride issue. He don't have no, oh, I'm too cool to do this. A lot of times people want to get something from you, benefit off you, get your resources, and then disappear or vanish, then try to come up off you. So when I look at people that I want to see that be around me, I look for certain qualities, and that's honesty. If I say, that's $1,000 right there, I'm about to go somewhere and I'll be back. When I come back, That $1,000 should be there. I shouldn't have had to question or worry about that money being there. And a lot of times, people gotta question the people that they around. So when you gotta question the people that you're around, is a problem. It's really a problem. So when you start building your team up, make sure you ain't gotta question shit around them. Everything is airtight. Make sure that when people say shit to try to knock you off your pivot and knock the people out of your circle, you gotta make sure it's locked tight, because it'll be times that people throw false narratives. It be things that try to crush your brand or knock the people out your circle because of the fuckery. And if you don't know the people that's around you or your team, it can have everything crashing down, and that's bad. So just always make sure you pay attention to people's character, the habits that they got, because you may don't see it now, but you would start seeing it later on, and it could be detrimental to the brand. What do love mean to me? What do love mean to me? To be honest, I don't really know what love is. Every time I think what love is, I always get a different feeling or a different reaction, because sometimes love don't even make sense to me.